Hi guys and welcome to MotorBeam. Today we have two of the most amazing new age Indian electric cars. This is the Tata Nexon EV Max and that is the Mahindra XUV400, and of course this is my colleague and friend Dhanil.
And I am the most paisa wala in the group, as they say, because I have budget every time to buy something, but I don't buy anything as such. Today I have a budget of 20 lakhs. And
today he has a budget of 20 lakhs. He wants to buy an Indian EV for some reason. So he is confused between two of the best options, 400 and Nexon EV Max. Batao, kya kare?
Be the guide. Let's start with what is best where.
Let's start with the exteriors first. Okay. This is based on the XUV300, but this is 205 millimeters longer than the 300. Wo sub 4 meter hai. This is a bit longer. Isme you get a bigger boot also. And the Nexon EV Max is based on the normal Nexon, which we are seeing since half a decade probably now.
Yes.
XUV400 is longer, wider, taller than the Nexon. Both the cars have 16-inch wheels. This has 215 section tires. That one has 205 section tires.
Okay.
Which one looks better to you in terms of design?
I like the carbon, what do you call this?
Bronze
finish. Bronze finish, yes. I like this bronze finish on the XUV, but I like the white shade that's there on the Nexon. White, teal blue. But the only problem that I have is that design for both the cars, even the XUV, it feels very dated here.
Yeah, both the cars feel outdated because the 300 came long back. The Nexon also is around since forever, and the Nexon is actually very common on our roads. So, मतलब हर alternate गाड़ी आजकल Nexon EV दिखती है with those green number plates.
Correct.
So this is very common. The design is also not that great on the 400, but because the car is new, the novelty factor is still there. So people keep looking at the car.
Correct.
But in terms of design, I think I like the Nexon a bit more than the 400, but only in the dark edition variant. The black one, that looks nice.
Parth, nowadays everybody is gaga going about safety. Tata is doing a lot in terms of safety. Mahindra is doing also something. So which car is safer?
Safer, I think they are more or less the same in terms of safety. This one has a 5-star safety rating. The XUV300 also has a 5-star rating. The 400 will also get a similar rating. I hope so. And in terms of the equipment, the 400 has 6 airbags. The Nexon EV Max has 2 airbags. Both the cars have ABS with EBD. The Nexon EV Max also has traction control, which is surprisingly missing on the 400.
Oh no. Okay, so both are almost similar in terms of safety. Isme thoda airbags. Achha. But what about battery capacity and what about charging time? I don't want to waste like 5-6 hours just standing at one place charging one of the cars here.
So you won't have to stand obviously for so many hours. You can sit also. But the 400 has a battery of 40.5 kilowatt hour. The Nexon EV Max has a battery of 39.5 kilowatt hour. In terms of 50 kW DC fast charging, the XUV can go from 0 to 80% in around 50 minutes, 50. Wow. And the Nexon can do the same in 56 minutes. So not much of a difference over here. If I talk about the 7.2 kW AC slow charger, the XUV can be charged in around 6.5 hours. The Nexon can do the same in around 6 hours. Okay. And if I talk about a home charger, a 3.3 kW AC home charger, the XUV takes around 13 hours for a full charge. The Nexon EV Max takes around 15 hours for a full charge. So you have to keep it overnight. अगर घर पे charge कर रहा है, बाहर कर रहा है, तो 1 hour you'll have to wait.
Okay, that is quite some time, yeah.
And the claimed range on the 400 is around 456 kilometers. On this, it is slightly lesser on paper, but in reality, I think the Nexon EV Max has a better range, approximately 300 kilometers in day-to-day conditions, and this one does around 270 kilometers on a full charge.
Okay, so there's a big difference from 450, 430 to 270. That's almost 150 ka difference.
That is the big issue na. In fact, even in petrol diesel cars, we have seen that ARI ka mileage hota 27, 28. Realistically, we get less than 20.
Correct. But because the number is smaller, we don't find much of a difference there. Here, because the difference is in hundreds, it hurts.
So I'll tell you a fun thing. इसको charge करने में, दोनों को charge करने में 1 घंटा लग जाता है. Petrol या hybrid तू लेगा या diesel लेगा, it'll take 5 minutes to fill up fuel. Correct. And you get more range also. With these cars, you get a range of 300 kilometers. With petrol, you get a range of around 450, 500 kilometers. With diesel, you get a range of around 650, 700 kilometers minimum. And with a hybrid car, you get a range of more than 1,000 kilometers on a full tank of petrol.
I want to do something for the environment. That's why, EV.
But I'll tell you one thing. ना कि EV की बैटरी बनाने के लिए जो materials लगते हैं, जो mining करनी पड़ती है, the combined pollution is actually more than what a petrol or a diesel car would pollute. And by the way, tell me one thing honestly, do you or anyone buying an EV really care about the environment? जितना वो बोलते हैं उतना?
I just want to look cool on social media with a green number plate यार समझना
स्नॉब वैल्यू चाहिए चल एक काम करते हैं लेट्स चेक आउट द इंटीरियर ऑफ द कार बाहर से तो बहुत बात कर ली
Tell me about the boot space first.
I'll tell you.
So let's look at the boot of the
Nexon EV Max.
Okay.
This one has a boot capacity of 350 liters, which is
Nice.
decent, similar to the normal Nexon. 60-40 split seat है यहाँ पे. Spare wheel is available. There's a tire puncture repair kit also और ये charger है गाड़ी का.
nice.
This car seems to have gone to Ladakh. पता नहीं
Wow.
कितनी बार चार्ज किया होगा. Anyway, मुझे ये बता इतनी बड़ी बूट में कितनी पावर बैंक फिट होगी? 20,000 mAh.
2000 3000 2000 नहीं
I think 500 power banks आ जाएगी इसमें.
आराम से,
है ना तो enough to charge the car. Anyway,
Yes.
coming to the 400. This one has a capacity of 378 liters, so उससे 28 liters ज़्यादा है इसमें capacity. This also has a 60-40 split seat, and there are some hooks on the side on this car also.
But then I can see the lip, or what do you call this?
The loading lip is a bit high on the 400 compared to the Nexon.
Yeah.
It is easier to load luggage in the Nexon, but the outright capacity is more on this car.
That is clearly visible here.
तो I think उसमें 500 power banks fit होगी, इसमें 600 power banks शायद आ सकती है. And you need an equal number of cables also.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
We'll figure that out later. Let's
चलो
look
इंटीरियर
at-
देखते हैं now.
Yes, I want to see which car is more comfortable.
Time to check out the rear seat of the 400 first.
And
Don't you think the base of the seat is a bit too flat? There's no under thigh support at all.
it is. We have pushed both the seats all the way ahead, so there's decent knee room. There's good enough headroom. Not
Headroom is fine actually. It is more than enough
Yeah.
for tall people also.
Yes.
But ये जो base है, this is too flat.
Third headrest.
Wow, even the middle passenger gets an adjustable headrest, which is a very nice thing. This armrest opens up, 2 cup holders are there.
Nice.
No rear AC vents. Amazing.
No, there's nothing. No AC vent, no charging port.
Very basic light over here, grab handles. This is okay.
But
Very
yeah,
plasticky feel na on the door pad, see na?
it does not feel premium.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, see, if you're paying 20 lakh rupees, you expect slightly better quality materials.
Yeah, hard
That
plastic.
feeling is somehow missing over here. And you get some storage nets over here. So this is again a good touch. But the nets are removable, so you can actually remove them like this.
So I don't find the quality.
See, the nets come off. The quality is okay. I mean, doesn't feel up to 2023 standards.
Yes.
And by the way, see, the front seat belts are height adjustable, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Side airbags also, which are not present on the Nexon. Chalo, let's get into the Nexon.
This
now.
has 6 airbags, so airbags यहाँ पे curtain में आता है.
Yes, and this has a sunroof also.
Nice.
Time to see the rear seat of the Nexon EV Max now.
Sorry for the jerky moment, but I have a habit.
I think getting inside the 400 is easier than this.
Little,
है ना?
yes. But the interior over here feels a little bit more premium.
Yeah,
Feels
yeah.
a little bit airy just because you've got dual tone finishes.
And the quality is also just about okay, nothing special over here also. Only the dual tone finish looks better,
Nice.
and you get some fabric also on the door pads. Over
Yeah.
there it is very plasticky.
But again, notice this, no headrest.
No headrest. It's okay. I mean, middle passenger की safety important नहीं होती. You get an armrest over here with 2 cup holders.
And the special-
Rear AC vents. Wow. Headroom is at par with the 400. Not much of a difference over here.
Yeah.
Under thigh support is missing over here. Also, the seat
There's no
base
light.
feels a bit short. There's no light for the rear passengers. 400 mein you get a light at the front also and in the middle also.
Correct. That's nice.
And the Nexon also gets a sunroof. This particular car does not have one.
Okay. Because it is the XZ variant.
Yeah, XZ non-sunroof variant, something like that. I noticed one thing that in this now my knees are facing upwards a bit more compared to the 400.
Correct.
वहाँ पे थोड़ा flat था, इसमें थोड़ा मतलब ऐसे slope.
The floorboard
sloping
may
हो
be
रहा है.
higher because of the battery being
Yeah, the
inside.
floorboard is higher on the
Nexon.
Nexon EV.
ठीक है.
The windows are a bit smaller, I think, than the 400.
For
But
our
ठीक है.
tracking people, for the guys who come out of the window to track.
I mean, customers won't do that, so it's okay.
Yeah. But then again, ठीक है. Nice.
Chalo, decent feel. I think both the cars are evenly matched in terms of interiors. Here and there थोड़ा है.
You do the driving now. चलो.
Chalo. Time to check out the audio system of the कौन सी गाड़ी में बैठे Nexon EV Max. So this has a 7-inch screen from Harman.
You know how you can see that? कौन सी गाड़ी में बैठे हैं? यहाँ पे लिखा है Nexon.
यहाँ पे लिखा है Nexon. अगर कोई भूल गया तो कौन सी गाड़ी ली उसने. So you get a Harman screen 7-inch.
Yeah.
Apple CarPlay Android Auto, very average screen, not that great. Doesn't feel up to 2023 standards. You get 4 speakers, 4 tweeters, and the screen is The screen needs improvement for sure, but I think the sound quality should be good. Play कर दे भाई गाना.
We saw the updated screen in the newer Altros and वो सब.
Yeah,
वो
yeah.
आ
I think वो आ
जाएगा
जाएगा इसमें.
जल्दी आएगा.
The sound quality is amazing for sure. काफी अच्छा है and खाली वही है कि screen थोड़ी अच्छी होनी चाहिए थी. But apart from that, I think even the dashboard layout is nice. It looks better, feels better than that of the 400.
Yes.
You get some nice design touches over here. यहाँ पे blue finishing है. You get piano black over here. You get in EPB. The 400 has a normal handbrake.
Yeah.
You get this rotary knob which has some niggles. वो कभी-कभी slot नहीं होता ठीक से. This has buttons for regenerative braking selection. On the 400 you don't get this. उसमें it happens automatically.
Okay.
And this has eco and power modes, sport modes basically. That one has fun, fast, fearless modes.
Okay.
So I think let's go into that car now.
Which car is more prone to having dust being visible inside?
This one now, because of the shiny parts.
Because of the shiny parts.
That has very dull black parts, so that should actually look cleaner.
This one feels premium, but good chances that this might get dirty.
But again, this also is very plasticky. I mean,
ये
kach.
वो होता ही है.
Chalo, let's go into the foldable now.
Now in the Mahindra XUV, because there's nothing written over here, however, the copper finish gives it away.
And of course the new logo. But tell me, I think, what is the first thing that you notice in the cabin of this car?
There are actually two things that I noticed. The seats are a little bit wider.
Yeah, the seats are more comfortable on this.
But then again, the plastic is like a little bit basic. यहाँ पे the copper finish and everything is fine. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा gloss भी है. But screen is not protruding, it's inside.
Yeah.
It feels like a similar size.
It is 7 inches.
Yeah.
And the layout is actually very clean. Only thing is that it feels a little outdated. It is decent enough, I think.
Basic है थोड़ा सा ऐसा.
You get this button for drive mode selection, so you get fun, fast, fearless.
अच्छा, that happens.
There's no furious for some reason. तो ये सब अच्छा है, मतलब it's not that bad, and the seats are actually very nice on this. Yeah, the front seats.
There's a little more comfort and space available over here.
Yeah, and the under-thigh support is also better for the driver. And let's play some track. This has 4 speakers, 2 tweeters. उसमें 4 tweeter आते.
Okay.
So let's play the same track. Yeah.
आवाज नहीं आ रहा. So it gets too loud immediately. See, 0.
Volume 1 is only too loud. No. The thing is that number 1 पे बहुत ज़्यादा loud हो जाता है, so this could get annoying when you're traveling with your mom or with your girlfriend. उनको थोड़ा slow चाहिए होता है music, and the music is loud, but somehow it lacks clarity. The same track felt a lot better on the Nexon EV Max.
Yes, so the Harman speakers है ना?
Harman, yeah, they make a difference for sure.
Yes, that's there. On this, it feels a little bit basic.
And this one gets this normal handbrake over here.
Correct.
The gear knobs looks nice on this, but
there's no wireless charging pad here.
I don't think so. I cannot see one. The instrument cluster also looks and feels quite basic. The one on the Nexon is a little better.
Correct.
And yeah, that's what it. No upholstery on the door pads at all. वहाँ पे थोड़ा fabric आपको मिल जाता है Nexon में.
Nice.
But this one has good seats. The finishing of the steering wrap is also nice, है ना? चलो, I think I'll try both the cars and then decide करते हैं भाई कौन सी खरीदी. बहुत time is
चलो.
So I am driving the XUV400 now. This is of course making 150 horsepower and 310 Newton meters of torque, which is 60 Nm more than the Nexon EV Max. So those are pretty good numbers. And 0 to 100 comes up in a claimed 8.3 seconds. The real world figure we shall find that out in a bit. But performance is actually very good from this car. So you have 3 different driving modes: fun, fast, furious, fearless. Fun, fast, fearless, which you can toggle through this drive mode button on the center console. And yeah, just like any other EV, this also accelerates instantaneously. There are some uneven squeaks coming from the back portion of this car for some reason, so this could be an issue related to this car only. And one thing I noticed is that it is actually a bit humid outside, and the Nexon, the 400 does not have front ventilated seats. This is a feature which is available on the Nexon. The Nexon also has auto dimming IRVM. This is again missing on the 400. You get a manual mirror, but the performance is good from this car. Now the only issue is that when you go hard on the throttle, the car wheel spins a lot, and there's no traction control, so there is a chance of the car going out of control if you are not experienced or if you don't know how to handle an EV. So this is a cause of concern, I think. Right now I'm driving the car in normal fun mode only. Let's go to fearless now. Fast fearless mode activated. Okay, so the instrument cluster changes to red in this. Fearless. Look at the torque steer. Look at the torque steer. I just dabbed the throttle completely and the car actually went outside the lane a bit. The torque steer is crazy in fearless mode. I don't know how. I mean, because this is the first time I'm driving the foldable on the road. The last time I drove it was at the MSPT in Chennai, so that was a very controlled environment and we couldn't do a lot of high speeds also. I mean, driving in the real world is much different. Acceleration is good, no doubt. The brakes also very nice. You get 4 disc brakes on this. In fact, even on the Nexon, you get 4 disc brakes. But I mean, a bit more controlled power delivery would have been better. The range is showing 169 kilometers right now and the battery is 68%, so that is a bit low.
You know when I got the moment you told me to chala ke dekh, I pressed the AC.
Yeah,
Press it now, see the number change.
Okay, the AC is off right now. AC on kiya. The range is 154 now. 15 kilometer gir gayi range.
So that is something that is like surprising here. Yeah.
The range is 206 kilometers on fun mode. Fast mode mein the range is 191 and in fearless 169. Massive difference. But I think Nexon mein bhi hota hai ye. Sport mode mein bahut kam range hoti hai.
Yes.
But still, this one seems to have a lot lesser range than the Nexon. See the kind of wheel spin on the road.
Crazy.
और यहाँ पे safe mode लिखा हुआ है, that turtle का image is coming. So the car is, telling you to drive a bit safely, but this is a bit surprising actually. Yeah? I mean, the steering also does not have any sort of feel and feedback. It is neutral, it is light of course, and the car is also very stable at high speeds. I'm at 80 right now. The car is stable, but there's no communication with the steering, something that you would expect, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of torque pull. If I have my parents behind,
They'll get mad. They'll get sick actually.
Yeah.
And people who are not used to this kind of acceleration, and if you keep driving fast, they will get sick.
Motion sickness, yes.
So that's about it. I think let's jump into the Nexon EV Max now.
Let's go.
So we are finally rolling in the Tata Nexon EV Max.
And I am being a Tata fanboy. Like I am a Tata fanboy because I own a Tata Tiago. However, I am a little upset right now because there's literally no space for me because Parth is a big guy, and just because he has pushed his shit all the way back.
No, in fact, I pushed the seat ahead for you.
I know,
mean, I'm also not comfortable over here. Got it?
So that is the problem, that the seat is not comfortable. Like space is not there. Seats are comfortable. Seats are nice. Like the ride quality is nice. Everything is nice. But जगह नहीं है यार यहाँ पे.
जगह थोड़ी कम है. In fact, the front passenger seat is a bit small in size, and I'm just not too happy with the driving position right now. So, but ठीक है.
If you are only driving the Nexon, there would be no problem because I wouldn't be sitting behind ऐसा. Just because we are doing a comparison, then you realize that there is a problem.
Yeah, the foldable has bigger seats and it has more space at the front.
Spacious interiors. So yeah. But then again, if you did notice the rumblers noise and ऐसा,
the suspension is better tuned on the Nexon.
Yes, it is more comfortable. Mahindra, with the ideology that there's going to be a battery, they made the suspension a little harder. But that suspension is a little too hard for the cabin also.
Yeah. So driving the Nexon EV Max, this one makes 143 horsepower, 250 Newton meters of torque, and 0 to 100 comes up in a claimed 9 seconds. Performance is actually good on this car also. It is very nice in sport mode, and even the normal mode is good enough. But of course, it does not have the kind of wheel spin and the torque steer that the XUV400 has, which is actually a good thing because this one drives in a more controlled manner. Of course, this one also accelerates very fast in sport mode, but again, it happens in a controlled manner. There is some wheel spin, but the car does not, move out of its lane. So that's a job well done by Tata Motors, and this one feels a bit more drivable. However, the steering at low speeds is a bit on the heavier side compared to that of the 400, and the driving position was also better on the 400. Suspension is better on this car. Real world range is also a bit better on the Nexon. So this one has a battery of 81% right now, and the range is showing 250 kilometers.
What?
Yeah. If I put the car in sport mode, the range has dropped to 238 kilometers, and with the AC on, the range has dropped to 214 kilometers. So AC off रखते because we are shooting. And
Whoa.
okay, there is some torque steer in the sport mode of this car also, but the wheel spin was a bit controlled. उसमें तो बहुत ज़्यादा wheel spin था. इसमें torque steer is there, of course. थोड़ा तो है, it is going outside the lane. So I take back my statement that I made a couple of minutes back, but still this feels more controlled. Let's put it to eco mode now. And the Nexon EV now, it has 3 different levels of regeneration, which you can toggle through these buttons on the center console. On the 400 you do not have buttons, it happens automatically. And one thing I had to tell you guys, the Nexon EV gets the LFP battery chemistry. LFP is lithium ferrous phosphate, which is the newer technology, and this one has more charge cycles, around 2000 to 3000 depending on your usage. And the 400 has the NMC battery chemistry, which is the older nickel manganese cobalt chemistry, and that is also not bad, but the LFP is a bit better. It has some more advantages. The NMC battery has a charge cycle of 1000 to 2000. So yeah, in fact, if you talk about Tesla cars, the older Tesla cars, the long range ones used to have NMC batteries, but the newer ones have LFP batteries. So that's about it. The Nexon has an auto dimming RVM. Of course, this particular car doesn't have it because this is the lower variant which we got from a dear friend of ours, and the XUV is a media car.
Also, LFP batteries are more heat safe.
Yeah, they are more heat friendly. So in a country
yeah.
like ours, I think LFP makes more sense than NMC for sure.
Yes, that is something that I learned some time back. So yeah.
So overall, I think the power is more on the 400, but this one feels more better to drive for some reason.
It feels a little bit balanced.
Yeah,
Except
it feels
for
balanced
the part
for sure.
of space. There is no space.
There's no space. That is the only concern over here.
It is like Parth is sitting in my personal space. But Parth, at the end of the day, which one should I actually buy? And I'm still confused.
See, I'll tell you, both the cars are good in their own way. Both of them have their own pros and cons, but they are very good attempts by Tata Motors and Mahindra. So I'll tell you, the Nexon EV Max is a pretty sorted package in terms of features and equipment. It also has a very decent range of 300 kilometers on a full charge. This one has a slightly lesser range, and surprisingly, some important features are missing on the 400.
Yes.
The 400 has more torque. It is more fun to drive for sure. The Nexon is also powerful enough, so that is not a big concern in terms of performance of both the cars. But I think right now it is the Nexon EV Max which you should buy out of these two, because it is a tried and tested product. The 400 could have been slightly better. It is a good car. Take a test drive of this also. You guys also please take a long test drive of both the cars and then decide which one to buy. But looking at the current packages, the Nexon EV Max makes more sense out of these two. However, I have something else for you.
What do you actually have, yeah?
Tell me one thing. Will you compromise on running cost a bit?
And now you're talking about that?
This is 20 lakh rupees.
Yes.
This is 20 lakh rupees.
Yes.
This is also 20 lakh rupees. Come, I'll show you. This has a 1.5 liter turbo petrol engine making 150 horsepower, 250 Newton meters of torque. It drives like a dream. It has all the important features that you wish to have in any of these two cars, and this just feels more fun to drive. It has a proper soul in it, but the only thing is that the running cost will be 5 times more than both of these cars, because this will give you 10 kilometers per liter, so you spend 10 rupees per kilometer on this car. On these two cars you spend around 1.5 to 2 rupees per kilometer. But अगर यहाँ पे थोड़ा compromise करेगा, you can get a proper car, enjoy a petrol car while it lasts. That is what I would like to say. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comment section below. What would you buy, an EV or a petrol or a hybrid or a diesel? And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you guys very soon.
Buy a petrol or a diesel while there is a chance. Go for it.